Did you know that Starbucks coffee is not just an international brand, but also made its way up to space at one point in history? Curious to learn how? Watch the video until the end to discover how Starbucks traveled beyond our planet while exploring the Coffee King's history and the complete manufacturing process. From sourcing coffee beans and their fermentation, drying, and processing to roasting and brewing, every step promises a premium coffee experience. Starbucks is more than just a coffee company. It is a cultural institution and a symbol of the American way of life, helping to shape how people think about coffee. But how did it become the most beloved coffee worldwide? To answer this question, we must travel to 1971. When three friends opened a small coffee shop in Seattle, Washington. The friends, Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Boker, were passionate about coffee. They wanted to create a coffee shop offering a different experience than the traditional diner or fast food restaurant. They named their coffee shop in Seattle's Pike Place Market Starbucks Coffee, Tea, and Spices, after the first mate in Moby Dick, and stocked it with high-quality coffee beans worldwide. They also offered a variety of coffee drinks that were not commonly available at the time. Starbucks quickly became popular with Seattle's coffee lovers. In 1987, a former Starbucks employee, Howard Schultz, bought the company and began expanding it nationwide. Under Schultz's leadership, Starbucks became a global phenomenon. In the 21st century, Starbucks set out for international expansion, from London to Tokyo and Beijing to Sydney. Today, Starbucks continues to evolve, exploring new flavors, offering plant-based alternatives, and embracing innovative technologies in more than 32,000 stores in 80 countries. It offers 21 varieties of hot coffee, 28 cold coffee varieties, and 17 Frappuccino varieties. The company's annual revenue was estimated at around $32.3 billion in 2022. Let's explore the production process of Starbucks coffee. Step 1. Sourcing the raw material. Almost all the coffee in the world is grown on the coffee belt. The coffee belt surrounding the globe falls between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn. There are about 70 coffee-producing countries globally, and Starbucks purchases coffee from over 30 of them. The coffee belt includes Latin America, Africa, and Asia/Pacific. Starbucks coffee beans are sourced from these three regions. A new product line containing high-quality Arabica coffees from China's Yunnan province has also been introduced. Starbucks buys around 3% of the global coffee supply. The company's coffee bean harvesting is more transparent than many other companies. Step 2. Sorting and cleaning the coffee cherries. The coffee cherries are sorted using the sorting machine to remove any damaged or unripe ones. They are then cleaned in the washing station to remove any dirt or impurities. Step 3. Pulping. The cherries move to the pulping machine, which separates the outer skin from the inner fruit. Step 4. Fermentation. Once the pulp is removed, beans are placed in fermentation tanks, encased in a slimy layer called mucilage. Here, they undergo a natural fermentation process, which helps enhance the flavors. Step 5. Processing and drying. Coffee is produced in 3 ways: natural method, washed method, honey method. The oldest and most traditional processing method is the natural method. Naturally processed coffees are dried inside the fruit. In the natural technique, ripe coffee cherries are left to dry on the ground or a tree before the beans are removed by hulling. This sun-drying process allows the beans to reach their optimal moisture content. In the washed method, beans are separated from the cherries immediately, submerged in a tank of water, and then dried on huge patios or with special equipment. Starbucks can use a triple filter water filtration system to remove all of the sediment and other undesirable particles that can cause its coffee to taste bitter or burnt. They also employ an activated carbon filter, ensuring their coffee tastes excellent without overpowering it. The honey method is the latest and most advanced method of producing coffee. To break down the flavor and moisture of the beans, they are first naturally pulped or crushed between two plates. The beans are then rehydrated by soaking them in water for several hours. After that, the beans are rinsed and processed in the same way they were washed. Step 6. Roasting. Green coffee beans are transformed into aromatic brown coffee powder in the coffee roaster at 6 Starbucks roasteries worldwide. The green coffee beans are carefully loaded into the roaster, a big revolving drum, where they are roasted under precise temperatures and timings, allowing the beans to develop their special flavor profiles. The beans go through the Maillard reaction. It is a chemical reaction that causes sugar browning, caramelization, and taste. Much of their moisture evaporates after 5 to 7 minutes of extreme heat. The beans turn yellow and smell slightly like popcorn. The first pop occurs after roughly 8 minutes in the roaster. The beans stretch and crackle as they double in size. They are now a light brown color. Very sour flavors are developed at this point, with more complex coffee flavors needing more time to develop yet. After 10 to 11 minutes in the roaster, the beans develop an even browner color, and oil starts appearing on the surface. At this point in the roasting process, which varies depending on the coffee, but is usually between 11 and 15 minutes, the beans' full flavor potential begins to develop, bringing all their features into balance. The second pop indicates that the coffee is nearly ready. The coffee is now released into the cooling tray. Step 7. Grinding. Once the beans have reached the desired roast level, they are transported to the grinding station. The grinding machine crushes the roasted beans into a fine powder, ready for brewing. The coffee is handled very carefully, as the powder is crucial for the taste of the coffee. Starbucks uses a variety of grind sizes for different coffee drinks. Step 8. Brewing. Starbucks uses a variety of machines to brew coffee, including espresso machines, drip coffee makers, and cold brew machines. The type of machine used depends on the kind of coffee drink that is being made. The baristas prepare the coffee drinks according to the customer's specifications. Now, customers can enjoy their freshly brewed Starbucks coffee. Some even take it to space with them. The first person to drink Starbucks coffee in space was NASA astronaut and engineer Samantha Cristoforetti. She enjoyed a cup of freshly brewed espresso on the International Space Station, ISS, in May 2015. The coffee she drank was not a regular Starbucks beverage, but specially prepared for space. It was made using an espresso machine called the ISS Presso, developed by a partnership between the Italian Space Agency and a company called Lavazza, in collaboration with Ergotech and the engineering company Thales Alenia Space. The goal was to allow astronauts to enjoy a cup of coffee that is similar to what they would have on Earth. Well, that's all for today. In the comments section, let us know your favorite flavor of Starbucks coffee. Mine is vanilla latte. Thank you for watching this video. Hit like and subscribe for new videos.